So I just left Sports Authority, buying myself a nice little yoga mat. And I was wearing my fantastic Donald Trump, finally someone with balls t-shirt. And the cashier took a notice and she asked me, "You're gonna vote for Trump?" And I said, "You guessed it." And I go, "How much do you hate his guts?" I just assume as a default people don't like Trump. Even though there's a huge amount of support for him, I feel like the average typical person you bump into on a day-to-day basis hates his guts, probably because the only thing they know about Trump is what the mainstream media spoon-fed to them. So I asked her, "How much do you hate his guts?" And she said, "Well, I don't really follow politics." And I'm like, in a way, that's kind of a good thing. And she goes, "I don't like him, but I don't really follow politics." Now, I was going to say, well, how can you say you don't like him if you don't even follow politics? But the little phone behind the register rang and she got caught up in a conversation, so I couldn't pursue the conversation. But it's just interesting. Like, if you don't follow politics, how could you know enough about Trump to say you don't like him? Okay, maybe she's a Democrat and she's just fundamentally opposed to Republicans, even though Donald Trump isn't even really a Republican. Donald Trump has taken over the Republican Party and essentially redefined it. And Bernie Sanders is trying to do that, but Bernie Sanders is a weak boy who's afraid of being called a sexist, so he's not really going at Hillary as hard as he could be. So, it's... maybe she's not a Democrat. Maybe she just hates white people. She looked kind of Hispanic. Hispanics, a lot of them have this interpretation that Trump hates them, which is a complete lie. So maybe she just hated him on that basis. I can't read her mind. The conversation couldn't continue, but talk about admitting you don't know anything about politics. She says she doesn't follow politics, yet still claiming you know enough to hate Trump. That sounds like somebody who's gotten only a cursory a feel for Donald Trump based on, she had the TV on in the living room once and the mainstream media came on. Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump hates Mexicans. Donald Trump is a sexist. Donald Trump hates women. And fuck it, that's all you've ever heard because you're not interested in politics, as she said. Then fuck yeah, Trump must sound like Satan. And by extension, I must be Satan for wearing the shirt in public. But again, you can't read her mind, so we don't really know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Link to this incredible shirt is below. Take care.
I thought that was disgusting. The microphone, they just took the whole place over. That will never happen with me. I don't know if I'll do the fighting myself or if other people will, but that was a disgrace.